What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Last Place Fireteam video. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that we are doing a giveaway once we hit 50 subs and 50 Twitch followers. So if you guys can, I'm going to put the Linktree link down below in the description to where you can find our Twitch. You can also find us on all the podcast networks if you guys want to give us a follow, help us grow our channel so we can start giving back to you guys also. Now that that was mentioned, let's get into the review. This video is a review on the Xbox wireless headset, which comes in this pretty simple box. It comes with a USB-C cable for charging and just a headset. Besides that, there's nothing else that comes in the box. Nothing else, pretty much just what you need. Doesn't come with anything else. This is the headset that I currently have on my head. I did take off the blur feature so that you guys can get a better look at the headset and stuff like this. I'm just going to show you guys the design and stuff before I get into it and just, be giving my opinion as we go along with some of that stuff. Let me put this box away. So basically, you see here is you have your headset. You've got pretty much, like I said, a simple design. You have your little green to show, the Xbox colors. The cool thing about these headsets is that these two on the left and right are actually dials. So you can dial in your party chat here. This is party chat and game chat and game sound. And this one here is overall volume. So the one on the right gives you overall volume. The one on the left is your party chat and your game sound kind of mixer, essentially. Then you have your microphone right here. On the back of it, you've got your power button, which is also the sync button if you hold it for 4 seconds. You got the light showing that it's on, and then you have your microphone mute button here. Overall, the headset itself is pretty light. It's not too heavy on the head. I've played games for about 8 hours and felt very comfortable while playing on them. They have a really good fit on your head, at least my head. The noise canceling on the suction right itself is really good. Once you put these on, it definitely dampens the outside sound, so you're pretty much into the game you're playing or whatever the case may be. One of my major issues with the headset itself is the microphone does not stretch out, which I find kind of weird because for a normal person it just makes it weird that you can't stretch this out a little bit to make it closer to your mouth. I will be playing the sounds of the microphone later on in the video, but if I had one issue to say with the design of this would be the way that this microphone doesn't extend out. They also put a light right here, so it determines whether you're talking or not, but if you have this headset on, you can barely see it. It's not even in your peripherals. So I do have just the simple issue with that. It's not anything groundbreaking or crazy, but I do feel like if you're going to give us a feature to be able to see the light if it's talking, then I think we should be able to at least be able to see the microphone. So yeah, I will go into more details about the app and things like that, the other features that you can do with this headset. Let's get into the sound of it. The sound for the headset actually is pretty good for $100. Keep in mind that they are $100, and if you're looking for something more sound based, that you're going to have to pay more than $100 to get a better quality sound. I think quality works for what you would be using it for, being that most people would be picking this up to get it for their consoles. I wouldn't recommend it if you're getting it just for your PC and want to use it for everyday use, but it is something that you could use every day, and I don't see a major issue with that. The sound sounds good. I noticed that for music and stuff, it does drop off, and you start to notice that they are $100 headset mics. So that's an issue within itself. I don't think it's a major issue though. I do think it sounds great for what you're using it for. I do think the features on the headset also are pretty great, but as far as we go, the sound wise, the sound is something that I enjoyed. I didn't find a major issue knowing that I paid $100 for the way that it sounds, and it did live up to my expectation of what a $100 wireless headset would sound like. So now we're going to talk about the app. This is the Xbox Accessories app, which is on your Xbox and can be on your PC also. This basically is going to give you some customization options on, controllers or the headset, which we are doing the review on, which I think this feature is really good, because if you look here, we have some, EQ that you can mess with if you would like to. You can add a bass boost if you like, and things of that nature, which I think really excels if you know what you're doing with some of these options. The range is not, the most ideal, but these are the ranges that you will be dealing with when you're trying to mix sound and things of that nature. If you want some more bass, you can obviously go all the way up to almost, I think it's 12. Yeah, you can go all the way up to 12 if you want a bass boost, if you want the game to be a little bit more boomier and things of that nature. I also like that this has the auto mute feature. So basically the headset itself has two mics. It has a microphone on the outside and one on the inside, so it can tell when you're actually speaking. And this auto mute feature has 3 levels to it. It has your low, medium, and high, and you get to pretty much control where, if the sound is loud enough to pick up whatever it needs to be picking up. It has your mute light so that you can see if your mic is muted or not. And then you have your mic monitoring, which is also if you want to hear yourself playback. I personally don't like that, but I know people like to hear themselves if they're using it for content creating and things of that nature. I think the app is honestly one of the best features of this headset, is because it's very customizable in the sense that you can mess with some features and stuff to get a better quality sound out of these headsets if you wanted to. But you can also have things like the auto mute, and I think the app really knocks it out of the park with some of these features that you're able to do for, again, $100. And being able that it puts it in a simplistic form makes it a lot easier for people to manage and look at and feel like they're making real customizations to their headset. All right, so I've switched over to the microphone itself. I don't know how it sounds yet, so I'll be listening to it as I edit the video, but I'm just going to talk a little bit so you guys can hear how I sound, things like that, and you can tell the difference between, obviously a microphone and what this microphone sounds like. I will listen back to it and see how it sounds, and then we'll determine that way how the mic sounds. And as you can hear, the mic is a pretty decent mic. It does have a little crackling and things like that, but I don't think it's that bad of a mic for what you would be using it for, which is pretty much in-game chat. I wouldn't recommend using this microphone if you plan on making content with it or using things like that without some editing. But the mic itself is a decent mic, pretty much expected from what you would from a $100 headset. Usually the mics on these are not that great, but I think it's a pretty decent mic. I don't think it's amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but I do think it will get you by for what you're going to be using it for. Like I said, so my final verdict on the headset is that it is a pretty good headset for the price that you're getting. It has a ton of features that I really do like. One of my favorite features, like I said, is the fact that you can change the volume and you can mix your party and game chat just by, messing with these dials here and not having to go into your game settings to do it. It makes you do it quick on the fly, and it's very convenient. Also, I think the app is wonderful if you need to really mix some sound and you really want to get into detail of how you want to customize your sound. My biggest gripe with the headset is that the mic itself is not the best quality of mic, but again, to get through game chat, it's going to work just fine. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, also follow our Twitch. We are doing that mouse giveaway. As soon as we hit 50 on both, we will do the drawing so we can see who wins the mouse. Besides all that, I'm Alan, and Fireteam out.